We're back for our daily MLB Best Bets here on the channel for Saturday, September 27th. All 30 teams playing today for the second to last regular season day of the MLB season here in 2025. Of course, the playoffs start on Tuesday, so we'll be back for that. But for now, again, still the regular season. We've still got some things to play for. The Houston Astros are still clinging to life in the postseason race after their loss yesterday, but with the losses for both Detroit and Cleveland, thanks Cleveland for that one. The Houston Astros are still alive, but will be eliminated with either a Houston loss or a victory by Cleveland and Detroit. Or just a loss for Houston will eliminate them. The other playoff drama, the New York Metropolitans are now tied with the Cincinnati Reds. The Diamondbacks have been eliminated. The Reds now control their own destiny to the playoffs. It is insane, the collapse of the Mets. We will talk about that later in the video. Folks, before we get into it, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more daily MLB Best Bets here on the channel. Again, Best Bets tomorrow. No Best Bets Monday. We'll just have our college football predictions out on Monday. Tuesday morning, our MLB Best Bets for day one of the wild card round. Also, again, college football predictions are on the channel and best bets linked in the description down below. Of course, college football today, NFL tomorrow. NFL best bets will be posted at noon today. Greedo plays MMA, UFC Fight Night, Oberg versus Reyes predictions, and our PFL Mania predictions. Our first bet of the day, we have to wrap some things up, obviously, right? We've been wrapping it up with the Nationals. I got to wrap it up with Unk. All right? This is the final time we will say hello, or we will say, I guess we're saying goodbye today for the final time in 2025 to Unk Justin Verlander. Now, I highly doubt he's going to retire. I mean, Verlander has said it himself that he wants to come back in 2026. Now, will that be for the San Francisco Giants? Will that be elsewhere? I don't know. Some team in the major, there's 30 teams. So one of the 30 teams is going to offer Justin Verlander a contract. I could see it in Detroit for one last year. I don't think Houston would offer him, but maybe you could go back there. Giants could easily bring him back, or I could see just a random team like, I don't know, the Guardians going out and getting Justin Verlander, or just a team that has no plans of winning, and they're saying, we'll give you $10 million so we can sell some tickets. A team like the Athletics, who are going to have openings in their rotation next year, or the Angels. I'm not gonna lie, I think my money would be on the Angels. That'd be a very Angels thing to do. Let's bring in a 43-year-old Justin Verlander so we can say, we can just have pictures with him and Trout playing on the same team. I actually think that's what's going to happen. If I had to guess, because that's just the next progressive step down, all right? Even though Verlander has had a good 2025, it's just that feels like the next step. All right, Giants don't really want you. You don't play on a real contender next season. He comes to Anaheim. He becomes their second starter. Like, legitimately, that's probably what's going to happen. But it is JV's last game here of 2025. We will see if he returns to the Giants next year. Again, I expect him to probably be a Los Angeles Angel. Regardless, though, I could see him on the Twins, too. But JV should go under this line, actually. I know we've been, very up and down, up and down, up and down. We've been on a roller coaster ride all year long with Unk Justin Verlander. I'm taking the under tonight. I'm taking the under. 5.5 strikeouts at home against the Colorado Rockies. Now, yesterday we hit on our player prop. Shout out to Trevor Rogers. We hit on our Nerfy in Milwaukee. We just couldn't hit on a money line. Ridiculous. 0 for 3. Guardians suck. All right, I'm back on the Tigers train. All right, we've been on the Tigers train the last 2 days. The Nationals choke job of the century. I'll get to that later. I'm like, ooh, that pissed me off. And then the damn D-backs. You're winning early and then you blow it. It's okay. You deserve to be eliminated. The D-backs have screwed me all year long. Anyways, though, I'm taking Justin Verlander to go under 5.5 strikeouts. Guys, he hasn't gotten 6 strikeouts in 4 games. Last 3 outings for Verlander against the Cardinals, 4 1/3, 9 hits, 6 runs. Only has 3 strikeouts. Start before that against the D-backs, 7 innings, 3 hits, 0 runs. Tremendous start for Verlander, 3 Ks. Game before that against the Dodgers, 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 4 strikeouts. Last time he reached this mark was in St. Louis back on September 6th. It was the day that everything came crashing down for the San Francisco Giants and their playoff hopes in 2025. 6 innings, 3 hits, 0 runs. Again, JV pitched great. He had 6 Ks. Team couldn't hold on because Ryan Walker sucks at pitching. Anyways, though, I'm going to go with Verlander's under. I know he's facing the Colorado Rockies, one of the worst lineups, if not the worst lineup in Major League Baseball. They lose quite a bit. They strike out quite a bit. I get that. 6 strikeouts is a lot to ask for. It is. And I know yesterday, right, Giants get a great start out of Trevor McDonald. McDonald goes 7 innings and gets 10 strikeouts. I don't know how long they're going to pitch Verlander, though, today. I don't know. I mean, we see this again. This is just a manager-based move. This is how, different teams have different approaches to this. I don't think JV's pitching more than 5 innings. I just don't think they want him to pitch that long today. It's his final start of the year. I think they're going to keep their options open with Verlander going into next season. You don't need to pitch him more than 5 innings. You're probably going to be winning the game, and you probably want to see a lot of your bullpen pieces one last time this year, obviously, with this being the second to last game of the year. So I don't really think Verlander is going to go too deep into the start. We've seen teams like the Rays do this, where they pull their guys after 3 or 4 innings. Again, I expect JV to get to 5, potentially 6. But do we think Verlander gets 6 strikeouts in 6 innings if he gets there? I don't know. More likely, I think he goes 5 innings. Do we think he gets 6 Ks in 5? I don't think so, personally. Rockies had a bad day at the plate. They struck out 13 times yesterday. I mean, Jordan Beck strikes out 4 times himself, and you get 2 strikeouts out of Goodman, 2 out of Krim, 2 out of Fernandez, 2 out of Fulford. And I know, again, I'm just, reaching for randoms here at this point, because even I am a little, I'm going to be honest, who the hell is Braxton Fulford? I've never heard that name before. I don't know who the hell some of these guys in the Rockies are. Fulford's been on their team the entire year? Oh, no, he's gone up and down. Okay, I haven't watched much Rockies baseball this season, I'll be honest with you. I vaguely know who Blaine Krim is. Anyways, though, I think JV should be fine to go under. I see the Rockies to fight a little bit, and I'm hoping Bob Melvin has a little bit of a short leash on JV today, with it being the final start of the year for Verlander, and again, they kind of want to see their bullpen. Let's move on to our second best bet of the video. It is our second to last Washington Nationals best bet of the year because, I hate to break it to you guys, the Nationals will not be We've chosen to not take. I messed it up. We've chosen to not partake in October. I'm just, it's okay. We chose not to this year. It's okay. I'm taking the over today in the Nationals game. I almost fell into the Nationals money line trap. I'm not going to do it because of Jake Irvin. I think Irvin's going to have a really short leash today. I don't expect him to pitch that much. Cade kind of screwed us yesterday, but it's okay. We should have won. Dalen Lyle hits a 3-run home run. Luis Garcia hits 3 home runs in 1 game, and we lost. Thanks, Jose. Jose's pitched a lot recently, but man, Colson Montgomery, I said it yesterday, Colson Montgomery can hurt you. And top of the 9th, now it's up by 1, and 2-run bomb for Colson, even though runner on before him got on via an error. It sucked. Jake Irvin's pitching today. He's the worst starting pitcher in Major League Baseball. Expect the Irvin-Parker stack today. That's what they've been doing. Irvin pitches 5 innings, and here comes Mitch for 4. That's okay. Expect the over. And I'm not a Mitch Parker truther now. I just believe more in Mitchell Parker now. I think Parker out of the bullpen, that's where he should be. I think he's getting really good out of the bullpen. Jake Irvin, I'm sorry, there is no future for him in the bullpen. His future is in either Rochester or it's in another organization. And maybe another org figures him out like they did Eric Fetty until he came crashing back down to earth, even though he's been pitching a little bit better recently for the Brewers of all teams. But anyways, Jake Irvin sporting his 5.7 ERA this season. Yeah, 1.5 whip. Ooh, that ain't gonna cut it, okay? I think we see another slugfest today between these two heavyweights and the Washington Nationals and the Chicago White Sox. Expect a bunch of runs. Yesterday, right, a 10-9 victory for the Chicago White Sox. Chicago's up 8 runs in that game. And the Nats find a way to come back up 7 runs in that game. They're up 8-1 in the 5th inning. Nats come storming back, take the lead 9-8. And of course, in true Nationals fashion, they found a way to lose. Now again, how do they get back in that game? Well, Luis Garcia hits 3 home runs. CJ Abrams hits a solo shot. And Dalen Lyle with the clutch home run ties up the game at 8-8. Again, like I said, Colson Montgomery takes Jose a Ferrer yard to ultimately win the game 10-9 for Chicago. It just sums up the entire season for the Nationals. It's annoying. It's really annoying. Jake Irvin's going to give up runs. The White Sox bullpen is going to give up runs. Their starter tonight, Sean Burke, is good. He's not great. He's one of their better guys. 4.29 ERA, but with that 4.29 ERA means he's still going to give up runs. He's going to, right? He's one of their better guys in the rotation, but he's still going to give stuff up. He's going to go, he has not gone more than 4 innings in about a month and a half. Max, he's going to go 5. And he's going to give up at least 4 runs in 5 innings. Okay. That means the White Sox are going to have to score 5, plus, we still get the Nationals versus the White Sox bullpen. We'll be okay here. With Jake Irvin starting, there's runs right there for the White Sox. I don't know how they're going to produce them. I mean, here we go. Colson Montgomery. Miguel Vargas is hitting well now. Edgar Cuero. Brooks Baldwin. Sosa. Dominic Fletcher. Michael A. Taylor. Somebody, I don't know. It's the White Sox in September. Someone's going to come through against a very mediocre pitcher. I hate to say that about Jake Irvin, but that's what he is. If I have to watch Jake Irvin pitch for the Washington Nationals in 2026, oh man, this better be, with all due respect, this better be Jake Irvin's final start as a National. I can't take it anymore. This has to be his last start. I do not want to watch him pitch again. If you're pressed to make him a reliever, go ahead. I think Parker fits the reliever role a lot better than Jake does. Anyways, the Nats are going to score on Sean Burke. I don't care if it's Sean Burke. I don't care if it's that bullpen. Somebody's going to score. Now, James Wood only struck out once yesterday. He's not going to break the single-season record. Let's go. He would have to strike out, 5 times in the last 2 games? If he strikes out 4 times today, or even... the Nationals will not let him. Okay, they'll pull him before he gets to strike out 5 times. So he's not going to break the record. But Wood goes 0 for 5. Well, what does the rest of the team do? Abrams 2 for 4 at the home run. Bell 2 for 4 at the home run. Dylan Cruz went 0 for. I'm going to pretend like I didn't see that. Daniel Lyle 2 for 4 at the home run. He's got a chance to finish the year batting over 300, which is insane. He should be getting Rookie of the Year votes. Will he pass Horton? Will he pass Drake Baldwin? No, he should be 3rd, though, and it's not even close. RH3 yesterday, 2 hits. Nasim Nunez with a huge, not RBI, but a huge leadoff single in the bottom of the 9th. We couldn't bring him in, obviously, but it's okay. Both bullpens are going to give up runs. The Nationals have a starting pitcher who gives up a lot of runs. And yes, again, is Sean Burke better in the grand scheme of things for the Chicago White Sox starting rotation? He is. Is he an all-around, though, good starting pitcher in Major League Baseball? He's not really. He's a mediocre starting pitcher. With everything involved with this, I'm going to go with the Washington Nationals and Chicago White Sox to go over 8.5 runs. It's 9 runs with 2 bad pitchers, especially coming off a game where there was 19 scored yesterday. I know you can say, there's regressions due today. No. You're going to see a bunch of runs. These teams are going to go up to the plate hacking. They're swinging for the fences, especially after yesterday. Guys, it's a September game between the Nationals and White Sox. The Sox have 101 losses, and the Nationals have 95 losses, okay? These teams don't care. It's going to be a home run derby today. Give me the over. Next up, we move to our first money line of the day. Guys, the Mets can be eliminated from the playoffs today. It can happen. Andrew Abbott's going today for the Reds. I know he's been a little bit shaky, but Abbott's going against a probably bullpen day today for the Brewers. And Milwaukee basically doesn't care anymore. They have the number 1 seed locked up. I'm just saying, guys. Oh, they don't. Wait, the Phils can still get the 1 seed? Oh my goodness, if the Phils went out in the Brewers. Oh wow. Okay, never mind. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Phils are playing the Twins. The Brewers just need to win today to clinch number 1. The Reds are playing motivated baseball, and the Reds pitching has been through the roof right now. Odds on, according to ESPN's analytics, the Reds are more likely to make the postseason than the Mets. The Mets can eliminate themselves today. If they lose and the Reds win, the Mets are done. I mean, this is big time. I'm taking the Marlins today. I don't know what happens in the Reds-Brewers game. I think the Reds can actually win. I'm not going to pick it. I'll give that away right now. That's not a best bet. There's a better money line bet. It is a meaningless game, but you're going to hear me out on that later. This game right here, though, the Marlins are going to win. Guys, the Marlins have decided, yes, it is our mission and it is our goal to eliminate the Mets from the postseason. And I applaud it. I absolutely love it. That's great. Clay Holmes has worked in the bullpen. He's worked as a starter this year. He's starting today. Mets season on the line. They've got injuries now. Francisco Alvarez, I guess, is still hurt. Brett Beatty's hurt. I don't know what's going on with them. They've got injuries. But they lose yesterday. Mets lose 6-2. Now, Juan Soto may be putting together a 40-40 season. It feels like the fakest 40-40 season I've ever seen, but good for Juan, I guess. They lose yesterday 6-2. They go up 2-0 in the first inning. Marlins score 6 runs in the 5th. 6 runs unanswered. Marlins win 6-2. Why do I like the Marlins so much today? Yuri Perez is pitching. Perez is locked back in after a horrendous start to the month of September and just an all-around horrendous month of August. Yuri Perez in his last 9 innings pitched has given up 0 runs, given up 3 hits total. And yeah, it's against the Rockies and Rangers, 2 bad lineups, I get that. But Perez is locked back in. And again, there's a reason the Marlins pushed back Alcantara's start to yesterday. They want to eliminate the Mets. They are making it their mission to eliminate this team. And I applaud it. I applaud it. This is good stuff. I mean, good on the Marlins, man. Good on this team. It makes me happy they're doing this. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. And tomorrow, Edward Cabrera's going. They are ensuring this team does not make the postseason. It is insane. Anyways, I'm going with the Fish. Going with the Marlins. I don't trust Clay Holmes starting. I know Yuri Perez is going to give us a good start. Are the Mets 100% motivated now? They are, but they have kind of just seen the playoffs slip through their fingers now because you were in control yesterday, and then the worst case scenario happens. You lose, Reds win. I'm going with the Fish today. But it makes me really happy, man. I mean, the Fish, the Marlins, and the Nationals together. Hey, shout out to the Marlins, man. Because the Marlins and the Nationals together have ensured the Mets are going to be watching postseason baseball from the couch. Come join us. It's an NL East meetup on the couch in Cancun. Marlins, Nats, Mets, Braves. Oh, come on down. You're not used to the couch either. All 4 of us can sit down and watch the Phillies. We all get to watch the Phillies. But before I say something, before the Mets fans get mad at me, hey, I still watch my team. We blew a lead yesterday. We were down by 7 runs, not to just, tie it and take the lead. Shout out to Dalen Lyle, 3-run shot. Luis Garcia hit 3 home runs, and we still lost because Nationals baseball lose 10-9 to the White Sox. I love it. But that's fine because my team lost yesterday. I don't care. No expectations. We have 96 losses. The Mets losing, that makes my day. Mets are 82-78. The fact that they can still get in the playoffs with this record is insane, but it's okay. The Mets lose yesterday to the Marlins. Juan Soto, shout out to him, the 40-40 year. Ooh, Juan Soto's going to go 40-40 this season probably. Doesn't matter if there's no postseason. Again, the Mets spent all this money. The Mets go get Juan Soto. Doesn't matter. We are in the same position in October. We're all watching from the couch. It's a horrible collapse yesterday for the Mets. You take a 2-0 lead and you don't score for the next 8 innings. 6 runs in the 5th inning for the Miami Marlins. That is it. Brutal L. I mean, if I was a Mets fan, I'd be heated right now. But it is what it is. I mean, hey, Marlins, just like they've done in years past, they're going to eliminate the Mets. And there is a chance today the Mets could get eliminated from the postseason. All it takes is a loss to Yuri Perez, which I think is going to happen. And the harder part is the Reds beating the Brewers. But I don't know. Andrew Abbott's been an up and down pitcher this year, but Brewers are going bullpen games. So there's a chance. The magic number is 2 for Cincinnati, and I can't believe the Metropolitans blew this one. It's insane, but I don't care. I'm happy. I'm happy. We only, all of us now get to watch Philadelphia, I guess. It is what it is. Good on the Marlins. I'm happy for those guys. Plus 105 for Miami today. They will beat the Mets. They will. Next up, we go to our daily no Nerfy. Yes runs in the 1st inning. Let's go to San Diego. I know this is a tricky one because the Padres are the lowest scoring team in baseball. They're bottom 5 in slug, bottom 5 in home runs, and yet I'm still picking a yes runs in the 1st inning. Hear me out. 2 bad starting pitchers. I don't want to give Michael King the bad tag, but Michael King's been very up and down. His last start was good, but that was against the White Sox, so that doesn't count. I cannot get that game out of my mind where Michael King pitched against the New York Metropolitans, and he gave up 10 hits and 8 runs in 3 innings. Because we had the Padres that day, and that was the game where, the Mets, they broke all their losing ways. They're so back. Yeah, really? In fact, also, I am cheering against the Mets. I just thought about the potential of a Reds-Dodgers first-round series, though. I'm so uninterested by that. But there's a chance, legitimately, Hunter Green could get them game 1. I don't know what happens after that, because I don't know how they win with Green not on the mound. And we've seen Green earlier in the year go to Los Angeles and not win because the team couldn't score him runs. But anything to stop the Mets from getting to the playoffs, though. So I couldn't care less. Even though that's going to be the most boring series of all time. Anyways, Michael King in the month of September is a 7 ERA. And again, that is all boosted from that one game in Queens against the New York Mets. But you look at this D-backs lineup, I mean, their season's over, so they're just going to be swinging for the fences at this point. So, right, yesterday, Padres eliminate the Diamondbacks. It is what it is. I mean, I knew it was over when Tatis hit the grand slam. Right? I mean, Arizona goes up 2-0. We're feeling good. Grand slam. Grand slam by Tatis. Yep, he finally gets going. It's awesome. It's so great. It's awesome. But Nerfy doesn't hit yesterday in that game. So the Yerfy, if we want to call it, the yes runs in the first inning does successfully land. Why? Tell Marte. It's a Marte parte. Marte goes yard in the first inning off of Yu Darvish. And that's kind of what we thought was going to happen. But then Zach Gallen decided to take a big dump on the mound. Man, you see, the D-backs, they were still alive too. They were still in it. And they choked it away. It's fine. It's not fine, but it's okay. Who knows who the Padres play today? I think, at the very least, we can expect them to play their guys early in the game. Arizona, they got nothing to lose. They're just going to play their guys at this point. So, again, we still get Perdomo, Marte, Carroll. I can't ask for three better guys to kick off the game for Arizona. For San Diego, expect probably Tatis, Arraez, Machado. It is what it is. We're doing this because of the pitching. Well, it's a combination of the pitching and the fact that, okay, Arizona swings big. They have a good chance of scoring in the first inning like they did yesterday off of Michael King. Flip side, I know the Padres don't score much, but Eduardo Rodriguez is pitching. Now, the thing with Eduardo Rodriguez is some nights he's really good, and you can tell very early if he's going to have a good night, and other games he's absolutely horrid. And this is perfectly described with the last two games Eduardo Rodriguez has pitched. Somehow the D-backs have won 9 out of their last 10 games with Rodriguez on the mound. Is that not crazy? Anyways, though, this is shown, the weirdness of Eduardo Rodriguez starts is perfectly shown in his last two outings. So, Giants start 2 starts ago back on the 16th in Arizona. 5 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs. His team actually still wins the game 6-5, but Rodriguez pitches horribly. Next start, though, against the Phils, he dominates. 6 innings, 6 hits, 0 runs on that Sunday matinee game. It's really weird. So, I don't know. Some nights Rodriguez is really good, some nights he's horrible. Let's think about this now, though. Season's over. Rodriguez has the ERA sub-5 now, which is good for him, but season's over. Nothing much to play for. First inning, Padres going to be hacking. And you're coming off a really good start. There's not many times this year where Rodriguez puts... there's like one sequence in the entire season where Rodriguez has put together a couple starts, really good starts back to back. I don't think that's going to happen here. Last start of the year, I think the Padres are going to be swinging pretty early in this game, and I believe the D-backs are going to be swinging early in this game too. It's a 4:30 start, I believe. 5:40 start. That doesn't really affect too much. I think a run can be scored in the first, and I'm going to take it again. It's odds on there. Vegas is expecting there to not be a run scored in the first inning. I'm going to go yes here. Kind of a tricky play, but I'm going to go yes run scored in the first inning between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Diego Padres. -110 on the line for this one. We need either Michael King or Eduardo Rodriguez to give up a run early. We go on now to our final best bet of the video. It is a meaningless money line. I know yesterday I said I was going to eliminate the meaningless money lines, but here I am. The Athletics and the Royals. Yesterday, Shea Langeliers walks off the Kansas City Royals with an RBI double. The A's magic continues right now at Sutter Health Park, a place where they've been very bad all year long, but right now it's working for them, so shout out to them. Yesterday, the starting pitching matchup is Noah Cameron, who has been pretty good all year long for the Royals, going to finish with a sub-3 ERA, and Mason Barnett for the Athletics. Today, we will be getting a pitching matchup of Michael Wacha and Luis Morales. Guys, Luis Morales throughout the course of 2025 has actually had a pretty good year. Morales with a 3.07 ERA. He's going to give up some runs, but he's going to give you a quality start. He's going to give you quality innings. Guys, Morales, you can expect to go 6-7 innings. I swear I did not do that for the dumbass TikTok trend. It's okay. But he will go 6 or 7 innings. He's going to give up maybe 1 or 2 runs, and he's going to punch a couple guys out. That's what Morales does. Again, 3.07 ERA on the season. Has struggled a little bit in September with the 5.06 ERA, but that's fine. I don't really expect the Royals to go off offensively. The main reason I'm doing this is because of how bad Michael Wacha has been as of late. Now, how long is the leash for Wacha? I don't know, but I believe he had an injury. Since coming back from injury, his last 2 starts have been really horrible. September 16th against the Mariners, 2 2/3 innings, 9 hits, and 7 runs. Gave up 2 home runs in that game. Start after that against the Toronto Blue Jays, 5 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs. ERA, again, just in the last month, has gone up from 3.45 to exactly 4. He's had a rough go of things recently. And those starts have all been in Kansas City, for the most part, a pitcher's park. I mean, it's hard to hit home runs at some spots at Kauffman Stadium. You go from pitching at Kauffman Stadium, your last 4 starts, which 3 of those have been bad. I didn't even talk about the Tiger start back on the 31st of August, where he went 4 2/3 innings, 5 hits, and 4 runs. So again, 3 of his last 4 starts have not been good, and those have all been in Kansas City, and now you take him to Sacramento for the first time? Ooh, in this ballpark, against this lineup who just swings out of their ass? I mean, again, Shea, Kurtz, Rooker, Soderstrom, Wilson, Butler some nights? That's difficult to deal with. That is a tough lineup, especially against Kansas City, where I don't know who's going to be playing. Bobby Witt's been playing almost every single day, so maybe he gets an off day. Probably not. But even if Witt and Pasquantino and Garcia and Salvi are in the lineup, it's still a struggling lineup this season. I don't think it really gets talked about how bad Jack Cack has been this year. Obviously, I'm talking about Jack Caglione. Caglione has struggled, and it sucks. Maybe they just rushed him too early. I don't know. I mean, he was really good in AAA this year, so who knows? Players take time, though. But Caglione this season is a 160 hitter. Actually, a 158 hitter. You know? The Royals are one of these lineups. You know, they'll have their nights like they did the other day when we picked them to beat the Angels, but some nights they are just completely a non-scoring offense. And when you face them off against a half-decent pitcher, they don't really score, right? We had the Royals on Thursday night because we saw the matchup, right? We saw let's just call it how it is, a bad pitcher for the Angels going in Mitch Ferris. So I was like, all right, time to go on Kansas City, and it worked. Today, though, I get a good pitcher in Luis Morales against and we had Lorenzen for the Royals in that Angels game. It is what it is, but we get Michael Wacha here, who has really struggled recently. And again, last start of the year, I don't know how the Royals are going to really manage their bullpen, but I mean, they let Noah Cameron go 5 innings. They let Noah Cameron go until basically he got burned out of that game, essentially, before, Sacramento really got going on him. Because it was a bases clearing double from Jacob Wilson that tied that game after Jonathan India hit a 3-run home run early in the ball game, or a couple of innings before that. But anyways, you're getting a pitcher for Kansas City who's not been pitching all that well, and a pitcher for the A's who has struggled a little bit, but as a whole has been pretty good this season. So I got to go with the A's here, and when I compare lineups as well, I mean, I definitely like what the A's have got going on, at least offensively, more than what Kansas City has. And don't look now, but again, I know the A's are not a playoff team in 2025, but at worst, the Athletics this season are going to finish 10 games under, and we really don't think they're going to lose today. So at worst, essentially, the A's are going to be 77-85 this year. It's a really good year for the Athletics, building upon, again, their eventual move to Las Vegas in 2 years. I'm telling you, this team is building something right now. Losing Mason Miller sucks, but bringing Leo DeVries, you, again, only make that young core better, and once they start spending money once they get to Vegas, yeah, the A's are going to be a problem. Anyways, today I'm going to go A's money line at home against Michael Wacha, who's going to struggle pitching in this ballpark for the very first time. -120 for the A's today tonight in the nightcap. Athletics money line at home to beat the Kansas City Royals. Folks, thank y'all for watching our MLB predictions here for September 27th. If you haven't yet, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to leave a like. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to comment if you do disagree with any of the picks. We'll be back tomorrow for more daily MLB Best Bets. Folks, thank y'all for watching, and Mamba forever.